and I started this book. Should I talk about this?
Yes, please. That's
well,
great.
Emily and I started it. We've always loved dogs. And the whole family has had dogs. And I have a son in Africa who inherited a house with 7 dogs. He had to give them some of them away. 7 dogs is too many. And so those dogs appeared, some of them in the dog book, Once I Ate a Pie. And so Emily and I were just talking one day, and I was kind of mad at my husband, and she was annoyed with hers. And I said, I'm not marrying a man in my next life. And she said, let's marry dogs. They're always glad to see you, and they love you unconditionally, and sometimes they fetch. So that was kind of, I said, so let's just write a series of dogs. And we knew a lot of the dogs. Now, we don't know any of the dogs in this one, so that's kind of different. But poor Katy had to work from some of the dogs we knew, and she found some.
Well, not poor Katy. I
No.
liked it. I like having, like, okay, use this one.
Yeah, that's true. She does. But it's great because I'll show you some of the pictures. My son John's dog, Whoopsie, is in there from Africa. And there's a wonderful picture he sent, which I sent to you, of him reading to his new little child who's 2 years old. And he's reading the book, and there's Whoopsie on the page of her book, and there's Whoopsie in real life underneath like this. It's just like he's admiring himself. It's really great.
But it was identical. It was so funny. Like,
Yeah.
the image in the book was identical to
It was.
the real life situation.
Yeah.
I was even surprised. I was like,
And
wow,
then
he really
Emily's,
does do that.
Emily's dogs are in there, in not so much in form, but in she rescues dogs. So there was Tess from the pound, or I think we named her. Her name wasn't Tess. What was it? I can't remember, but she took over the house.
Abby?
And the house is mine, and the couch is mine,
Abby.
and the bed is
No,
mine.
Abby's the one who stole the thing.
So it's real personal for us, because of all these dogs. So now then sometime we'll do a cat book. And this one is what?
Pepper Ann Flies.
Pepper Ann Flies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they may make me change the name. Because Pepper Ann is a famous dog that I didn't know. I got it from the story, and you can either choose to leave this in or not, but there was a man. He won $800 and his dog Pepper Ann ate it. He had to wait until it was expelled for Pepper to put it together, and I thought, oh, that's such a great thing.
Wow.
But come to find out, there's another, so we'll see about that. Is that a great story?
Right.
So, and this is I'm Small.
Sleep. This one's Sleep or Asleep.
I can sleep in all small places.
Puppy Dreams. Puppy Dreams. That's what it was.
Puppy dreams.
And then that one's the final one.
Well, this does have a total different look than Once I Ate a Pie, because
Yeah.
that's more almost portraits of dogs, and this is like they're romping through the book. And I like it.
I'm pleased with it too. I almost like it better, I think.
Yeah, well, it goes with puppies.
Yeah.
Dogs are a little more stately and self-proclaiming, and puppies are just kind of blathering. And they all are. Look, they're all just, So this will go in soon, hey?
Yeah.
And we've done another book together, Painting the Wind. And so actually I'm in there. In fact, I'm in that book.
Yes.
And my dogs, Emmett and Charlie. Emmett, who just got his stitches out this morning, clutched back from the jaws of death, is in there.
Well, what did he have?
He had a growth on his spleen, so they took his spleen out.
Oh.
And you know what? There he is. And he looks just the same today.
Oh, good.
He's just happy.
He seems like Dewey also.
Uh-huh.
Something about his size and face.
Yeah. Well, they all have that funny terrier look.
Mm-hmm. So, that's that.
That's that.
I'm going to take pictures and send them to the editor this week.
Okay.
And see,
Do it quickly before she's fired. I mean, no, they're all being fired and laid off in publishing companies. And I had 2 letters this morning from 2 that I'd worked with before saying how sad they were to be leaving. So it's a hard time, which we all take part in.
Yeah.
She'll like those.
She didn't give me any direction as far as the cover, and so I,
And what are you going to have for the cover?
well, the kids were like, Dewey!
It's true.
So I, you know, he was sitting in the Clementine box, and I just thought, well, the kids who I brought in liked that about it. So unless she tells me to do some other